The Holy Grail is here, guys. So as you can see, Toko Collectibles has their Gacha box. This is pretty light, so that's kind of weird. But this is my second most anticipated toy of the year. Because, my gosh, I can't believe this is happening. Which is why we're filming this on the camera. I am probably one of very few people that actually passionately got this. The Ultra Replica. The Ultra Replica Flash Prism. Ooh. So, I think Zyken got the notification of this last week, like last Tuesday, and like he gave me the option of like, hey, like, you know, one of the pre-orders came in, and I was like, yeah, it's this thing. He's like, you want me to ship it? And I kind of was like, you know, I was kind of still thinking about it. But then basically when I actually did decide to ship it, Zyken wasn't having it. Like, I get it, because he's finally getting, like, his situation covered. Or, like, what he wanted to get done over with, like, covered. But, like, he didn't even, like, because he was just like, why can't you just wait until next week? And it's just like, you're gonna pay for it no matter what. So, oh my gosh. This is... Just look at it. Oh my gosh. But obviously, here it is. The most anticipated Ultra Replica release. The Flash Prism from Ultraman Powered. So there we have. I like how they mimicked the font here. It's so amazing. Here we have the winner symbol on both sides. Wow. Like, okay. So is this a new thing with Premium Bandai? They're just gonna stop supplying tape? Weird. But as you can see, this runs on 3 LR44s, so not gonna do as much. But yeah, this was obviously an Ultra Replica that I was gonna clamor about because it's powered. So what a weird way to pack this, honestly. So this is the cover. Oh my gosh, I'm so ecstatic. Yeah, this is really weird, just how they're handling it. So this is the back of it, because this is where you're gonna like thrust it and such. But, oh yeah, that definitely is weird. But, why did they pack it like this? Because you can, I feel like they only did this just to give it room? Oh, I guess I clipped this wrong. Yeah, okay, so this is the speaker hole. This is the button for the, like, sound effects, which is definitely interesting. This is the back button to thrust it up. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't get it. Why did they pack it like that? That's so weird. But yeah, like, obviously, like, I should probably state this. This is clearly a budget Ultra Replica. Like a budgeted Ultra Replica, because obviously it doesn't do as much. Like, it does what it needs to do, but it's like, it's bare bones, but like, not that bad of a bare bones release. Just let me get the QR code. So this is everything it does. So it just tells you how to use it. So these are all 17 kaijus. Whoops. And this is an A mode. So I guess to switch modes, just hold the button down. Or what? This is the B button. So these are the sounds that you get within B mode. Or with the B button. No, okay. The second mode is when you hold both of these buttons down and such. Alright. Okay, so you just simply like, I can't believe they did this before the plasma spark, or not the plasma spark, what was Greats called? The Great Plasma? I generally don't remember, but so yeah, this doesn't have an on-off switch because it just only has the one button, so again, kind of a weird choice, but yeah, so this is the front of the Flash Prism, and like obviously the big thing with this release is that it's actually prop accurate. It's not like the DX toy from back in '93. Wait, see, this is what, okay, so you hold it like this because this is the front, because this is the speaker. So wait, so like this then. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, wait. Oh, you hold it down to switch. Okay. Take mine. Gormara. Red King? And Zeton. And then back to Bolton. And obviously, the moment of truth. Oh wait, the front glows. Oh wait, okay. I guess we're transformed now. Okay, and is this just... yeah. Oh. There's the Mega Specium Coulson. And stomping sounds. And I guess to cancel the transmission, press both. Oh, yep, there's him flying. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Did they finally get a toy of him grunting? I think they finally got it. Wait. Oh, see, I like that too. Yeah, so this is to change modes. Man. Oh, they got the sound of it thrusting. Like, I know I haven't talked about this too, but it's because they showed it. But like, they have the sound of the lightning. They have it finally after all of these years. Oh my gosh! Wait. It's very faint, but it's there. There's the only grunt he would do in the show when he flies. I can't believe it's actually in this thing. Like, I kind of wish it was more, like, apparent, but it's in there. Oh my gosh. Like, yes, I think most people will probably complain about, like, hey, where the heck is the grunt from, like, the Absolute Conspiracy? Like, where's Kane Kusugi's, like, grunt and such? And it's like, yes, it's unfortunate it's not in here, but, like, it's more supposed to be authentic to how it was in the show, which is why we have... Wait, oh. We have Ultraman, Jack, and Sophie's grunts. But honestly, that's all made up by the show. The show is in there. Oh. What does this mode do? Oh my gosh. I think that's... Is this the summoning sound? What if we hold it down? Doesn't seem like we get anything. Yeah. So when we actually transform... Oh my gosh. Yeah, so this still does this. Oh, wait, what? Oh, is this one strictly only transformation? Oh, this is strictly... Oh, wow, I thought the other... Oh, okay, so... Or again, however you're supposed to hold it. Because I think it makes sense to have the speaker up. Like, I don't know, because I think it makes... Because... I mean... Can we know what this mode is called? Don't tell me I exit out of it. What? Can I really not, like... I don't have the properties that I would typically have on a PDF that I would have on a web page. So I assume... Yeah, so I want to know what this mode is called. Because this mode only has 2 sounds. I think, because it's basically the summoning of the Flash Prism. Oh. Oh. Oh wait, that's 2 different variations. You can tell there's different lightning sounds. You can tell from the beginning. Yeah, but you can't hold it. And then just switching it back like so. So like basically like this. Oh my gosh. I've watched videos on this, and yet I didn't know about the... I didn't even know about the fight sound, but I can't believe it's in there! Woo! But yeah, I think that is basically everything. Because basically he has 5 grunts and 3 attack sounds. Yeah, so Mega Specium Coulson powered... The powered something. Wait, is that supposed to be him, like... No, he doesn't shoot the lasers. I'm pretty sure he does. But yeah, for the most part, it's just the kaiju sounds. Like, I'm actually happy that Power does have sounds, at least, because they made it a big deal, like, obviously, that, like, the big selling point of this one was that, like, he basically just has the kaiju sounds and such, which is not bad. I actually appreciate that. But, like, I was kind of worried that, like, oh, we're not really gonna get anything of Powered himself, but I'm glad that they did. And such. Let me stop the recording. Like, overall, for, like, I think this release was under $100. Again, this is an opening. I think for the case of this one, I think we literally might cover this one, honestly. But, yeah, speaking of this, because I'm looking at his color timer, I think, like, yes, there are probably a few things that you would have expected, or that you would have wanted, like, just outside of it being an Ultra Replica, like, where's the color timer sound? Like, cause like I just realized that, like, I don't think there's a way of getting the color timer. Or at least from what I know. Okay, so yeah, I do have it in the right orientation. You are supposed to have the button on the top. Yeah, the button is supposed to be on the top. So then you can actually access that. And then... Oh, I'm already transformed. Oh, I mean, I get it. It makes sense. Because, like, in a way you can't emulate, like, fighting. Oh, come on. And then... Yeah, I don't think there's a way to get the color timer. And if you press... Well, I mean, if you press both of these, they're just going to change the mode. So it's not really... Yeah, because this is to cancel it. And this to change modes. And it just shows me everything you can do. So yeah, I basically went through the base functionalities of this. So, no color timer. So when I showed it to Zrykin, he actually figured it out. The color timer, when after transformation, actually it is transform, you get the color timer by holding it down. So then at this point, it actually overlays. It's not like traditional color timers where it actually speeds up. It just fades out eventually. Just like that. Like, it would have been nice, but I don't know why it didn't trigger yesterday. But then again, like, I was kind of having issues of, like, just this not, like, skipping the transformation, which is weird, but I just want to address that. Which I think is more significant than, like, my... I mean, I would have liked a BGM mode, or a BGM button, just because I do like just to have like music from the show, because like obviously, so then you can actually do the build up sound and then transform, but like you sadly can't do that. You know, again, like I think I've already, that's kind of it, like the lack of Kane Kasugi's powered a color timer and BGM. But other than that, like this is, like what said, I think this is supposed to purposely be a budgetary Ultra Replica because like they probably didn't want it. Like, I'm not saying they didn't care, but like I'm glad they at least made this because I've always wanted a Flash Prism, but obviously the only one to get is the one from back 30 years ago. That's like $100, and like that one wasn't bad and such. Like it still is the same light show as we can show. Wait, what did we do? But I think it had like yellow LEDs and such. But like, it was just what? Oh wait. Okay, yeah, let's just switch modes. But like, cause I'm just happy with what they did with it. I'm happy they did take in the consideration of like how to make it accurate, or like you know just to make it close to the show. Like again, the lightning's in there finally. Even though it's not in the Blazer race, but like hey, I have a toy that finally accurately depicts Powered's rise. It's so great. And again, like back to this, like just one thing from the like initial, the like you know, because again, like what I'm saying, I think the majority, obviously, this is mostly getting its things off of the Japanese dub of the show, obviously, which is why again, which is why. He just has the generic grunts, or like the Ultraman Zolfies and Jack's grunts, because that's what him and Great had within their Japanese dubs. But I did not know the Japanese, because I skimmed through the Japanese version, and they had completely like dubbed over the original like Sha sound from like every episode with the Ultramans. Well, I can't believe it's actually in here! Like, the one thing from, like, the original English version. It's here! And such, which... Man. Because, like... I know I should probably explain this, but it's just, like, you know, I quickly grew to, like, Powered after watching, like, the first 12 episodes of Kakuranger. Because, obviously, when I was a lot younger, my only go-to source was Wikipedia. So obviously I would just go to like every actor, just look at their Wikipedia page, and I saw that like Kane Kasugi's had him credited in Ultraman. I was like, what? He was an Ultraman? And like I looked into Powered, I was like, wait, Powered was an entire American production? Because like, I mean, at this time, like, I think Ginga was like gearing up and such. Maybe, I don't remember. But I mean, it was like, man, I don't know. My time placement is kind of weird, but like I grew to kind of like Powered, especially because again, like he's a really unique. Powered's a really unique design. Like he has blue eyes and whatnot and such. It's just like, what is there not to like about him? Like, I feel like he's one of the like, because again, like what they basically Powered obviously is just an Americanized Ultraman, but like he's still his own thing. They weren't just like, oh, let's just try to make. Let's just try to Let's just try to Americanize Ultraman. But like Powered was still his own entity and such. I'm just trying to gather up what I can, because obviously now I actually can proudly have more things within my Powered collection. I don't have all of my Powered medals here, but I don't know how to display. I guess we'll just do that. And the card is just kind of the dimension card would just be there. Here's the capsule. Here's the ultralet, or here's the accessory, or the accessory would just be like here. The root crystal, I don't know. But yeah, like I really like Powered's my favorite Ultraman. Like I like him design wise, and just you know like Kane Kasugi's cool. So it's just like it was just really unique just to see him in a tokusatsu production before Kaku Ranger and such. Like I know it's not a good show, but like I still enjoy my time watching it and such. And like I'm just glad that Great and Powered are getting the respect they're getting, because like I know like obviously Great gets more love than Powered, but it's just like I'm just happy that they are getting like the time of like they've been meaning to get and such. Can we? Yeah, we can do that, but then that's inconsistent then. Like I don't know. Like I think this is obviously I want his Blazer Stone, but like we haven't gotten any news on like Gashpon 3 or set 3 for either Gashpon and Candy Toy, which is kind of upsetting because like I really want to get that Blazer Stone over with, but I feel like at the same time they're probably gonna make us like buy a premium set and such. But like other than that, it's just like I don't know. This makes me happy. Like I like Powered as much as I like Gattack. Powered's the only one, however, I actually can like have a collection of gimmicks for him and such instead of Gattack and such. And like again, I would like for them to do more Powered kaijus. But like I'm glad Powered Dada was a thing. I think I forgot. I don't know which one was Dada actually. That's Pigmon. This kind of hurts, honestly. This is because you need to use your thumb. And then just I think we skipped him. We're just gonna assume that's him, right? like, I mean, come on. Like, honestly, jeez. Like, yes, I can't use 2 of these things at all, and this one doesn't. This one is basically the weakest one because it doesn't do anything, and basically these 2 kind of carry the same purpose. Well, no, these 2 carry the same purpose. It's just this one kind of does a bit more. But no, I mean these 3 in a way technically do. This one does more when you get the analyzer. And obviously he doesn't have a hyper key. Because I guess how I'll say is that this is basically his hyper key. Because it has the kaiju mode, or like the ultra monster mode. And like, he basically does carry the fundamentals of a hyper key. Like, that's the thing. This is basically just, I mean, like, I think format-wise, this is basically how the hyper keys were and such, which is not bad. Ultraman Powered! Focus. Yeah, so basically you just don't have an additional 2 attacks for him. So, like, I mean, I guess I can say too, I guess the pedestal, the display stand is kind of not really the greatest because it's just this clear stand with the Tran stamp. That's, yeah, just with the Tran stamp and all. Like, it's not that, like, appeasing, but it's like, it's whatever. And again, this entire mechanism is kind of weird because it's just like, okay, so you're just, this is just kind of weird how it's just done. Because especially because it's just pressing this entire big button. And again, it just, everything just works a lot more fluently when you don't have like things like, I guess if I had to give another gripe, it's just kind of weird how to work. It's just, this thing is kind of weird working with. Definitely, because everything's so, like, so tight fitted that it's just like, this button is kind of weird to press. And like, I get that they don't want to only make this thing the sole button, but like, handling this thing is pretty neat. Like, just, the issue is that I'm covering the speaker, so that's not great. Because I get the, like, you know, the having it's like you press it like from here. Like, other than that, like, this thing is like pretty neat. It's just, it's fun to thrust this in the air finally. Like, you know, it's just fun. Yeah, it would have been cool if it had a motion sensor, but I mean, it's just like, again, this thing is like a budget release, which I feel like more Ultra Replicas should do. Because, I mean, I feel like the last one technically was, I feel like the Showa Ultramen, like, their devices tend to be the budget releases. Then again, like, I guess the Max Spark counts, but that had BGM. Anyways, now to do this opening, honestly, this might be the 5th written review.